We're about ready to hit the live, and we are starting the live stream. Thank you. Good evening. Happy Monday evening. You're coming into the live stream with the Florida Weather Guy, and we're going to go over tonight's forecast, Wednesday's forecast for the west coast of Florida and for the state of Florida. And we're going to briefly look at the national weather radar in this live. If you have any comments or any questions, feel free to hit him in the YouTube post. So thank you for tuning in to the Florida Weather Guys West Coast briefing for Monday evening for Tuesday's forecast. All right, so we're going to get right into it. So we're going to look at, this is our national weather map, and we have some severe storms, but the biggest severe outbreak will be tomorrow. You'll see that here in the forecast with some damaging winds and everything. So you'll see that in the forecast tomorrow. And as you can see, I got my arrows right here. This is what it looks like for this evening. In this probably area right in here is maybe some severe storms, and then maybe some scattered ones out here, and then out into the west. Okay. So now we're going to head to our next slide. And we're going to look at that slide there. And we're going to make this big. And these are our regional temperatures for the West Coast. And as you can see, we're in the upper 70s to the west of, or to the east of us, and lower 80s to the west of us, and some mid to upper 80s south of us in the west coast of Florida. We need to go back to that radar. Now, this was the radar as earlier, and as you can see, just very spotty right here, and some spotties around over Chilly Lake, around Belle Grande. So just scattered, and these are just slowly falling apart and drifting back to the south and west. Okay. Now these are our AM temperatures for Tuesday morning. You're looking at, and this is 7 a.m., so you're looking at Pensacola Heights at 72, Panama City at 68, Tallahassee at 66, Gainesville at 64, and Jacksonville at 69. So low to upper mid 60s for the northern part. Now for the central part, we're looking at Tampa at 72, Orlando 71, Daytona at 72, Sarasota at 71, and Palm Bay at 73 degrees for tomorrow. And then for the southwest and the southeast, Cape Coral at 73, Miami at 78, West Palm at 76, Port St. Lucie at 71. So that is tomorrow's temperatures for the AM. Now we're going to look at tomorrow's afternoon temperatures. Pensacola Heights at 80, Panama City at 83, Tallahassee at 84, along with Gainesville at 84, and Jacksonville at 80. So you're looking at lower 80s for tomorrow. For the central part would be Tampa, Sarasota, Palm Bay, Orlando, and Daytona. Starting out with Daytona at 80, Orlando 84, Palm Bay at 82, and closer to the coast with Sarasota being at 88 and Tampa at 89. So you're looking mid 80s to upper 80s in the central. And in the south, you're looking at upper 80s to mid 80s. We're starting out at Cape Coral 89, Miami at 85, West Palm at 83, Port St. Lucie at 84, and Palm Bay at 82. Now we're going to look at tomorrow's evening temperatures. And the evening temperatures starting out at Pensacola Heights at 77, Pomelo City at 77, Tallahassee at 79, Gainesville at 76, and Jacksonville at 74. So the Northeast and the Northwest and Central North will say upper 70s to mid 70s. And this is tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. And for the Tampa Bay Central Regional area, West and East, Tampa at 83, Sarasota 82, Palm Bay at 77, Orlando 78, and Daytona at 76. So you're looking lower 80s to upper 70s in the Central, East, and West. In the Southwest and Southeast, you're looking at 82 in Cape Coral, 81 in Miami, West Palm Beach at 80, and Port St. Lucie at 77. So you're looking upper 70s to lower 80s across the Southwest and the Southeast. Now, this is our thunderstorm outlook starting out in the morning tomorrow. And we're going to look. Yeah. Looks like on the East Coast right over here, it kind of looks like probably a 10% chance of some storms tomorrow. So that's what it looks like. And this is tomorrow afternoon. We're still going 10%, less than 5% in the gray area, and the light gray, less than probably 1% or 2% of thunder tomorrow. Now, this is going between 30 and 40%, 20%. Oop, we need to go back, sorry. 10% down to 20 and 30%. So the light green is about 10%, and the darker blue is like 20%, and this little pink is like 30, 40%. So it looks like the northwest part of Florida tomorrow, less than 5% chance of storms tomorrow. Now, this is our outlook. This is for today. There's some storms. Remember, I showed you earlier. These are today's. This is Tuesday. This is the strongest out of the 4. They're going all the way to day 4, so that would be Thursday. This is Monday. This is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the moderate risk is right up here in the upper Midwest. So that would be storms, that would be tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. And we are down here in Florida is the general, and out west is the general thunderstorms. But in between right there, between here and here, is the biggest risk for severe storms. And tomorrow is going to be pretty active. And so we'll probably be seeing a lot of stuff on the radars tomorrow. A lot of tornado warnings, a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, watches in this general area for tomorrow. And then the whole area moves east. which is under a slight risk through Indiana, Illinois, down through Oklahoma and Arkansas, and a little bit into Texas. So that's Wednesday. And then from Wednesday from Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas. So this will be Thursday. Okay. Excuse me. This is our tonight's forecast, and it doesn't look like very much chance of rain, except around Sebring, Arcadia, and Sarasota, and Lakeland. You're all coming in at 10%, and the only other one would be Sebring, and they're saying a slight chance around Pinellas County tonight with a 10% chance of rain. Rest of you, Chiefland, Crystal River, and Brooksville. In Tampa, you're in just a 0 chance of rain down to Fort Myers. And your temperatures are Chiefland at 61 tonight. So that's going to be quite nice tonight in Chiefland. Crystal River, you're looking at 63. Brooksville, 65. And this is in May. Lakeland, Arcadia, Sebring, you're all mid to lower 60s to mid 60s to upper 60s. Then as you get closer to the coast, around Fort Myers, Sarasota, and Tampa and Pinellas, you're looking right around 70 or the lower 70s. That's for tomorrow. Now we're going to look at Tuesday's forecast. This is Tuesday's forecast, and we're going to bring it full screen to you. Let's start with the temperatures tomorrow. So the only two upper 80s that I see on the west coast of Florida's forecast for tomorrow would be Chiefland and Crystal River. Both of you guys are coming to 89, and I think Pinellas County will be in that same area between 89 and 90, maybe at the most. I'm looking at that, but I think upper 80s, maybe approaching that 90. The rest of you, Brooksville, Tampa, Lakeland, Sarasota, Arcadia, and Fort Myers, lower to mid 90s. Oh, I didn't see Sebring. They're at 89 too. So they're going to be a little bit cooler too. But the rest of it's going to be in the lower 90s to mid 90s tomorrow. And with the rain, doesn't look like there's any rain in Chiefland at all tomorrow. They're calling for 10%. This is by the National Weather Service. This is what they're calling for tomorrow. Crystal River, you're coming in at 10% chance of rain. Brooksville, you're coming in at 20%, and Lakeland 20%. And Fort Myers, you're coming in at 20%. Around the Tampa Bay regional weather area, that would be Pinellas, Tampa, Manatee. You're looking between 30% chance of rain. Arcadia, you're coming in at 40%. So tomorrow you have the best chance of rain for tomorrow. And then 30% at Sebring. Okay. This is the Florida Weather Guy. I'm your forecaster, Jeff. And as you can see across that ticker, upper 80s to lower 90s, depending on where you live. And the rain chances, they're calling for 40%. I'm calling for 10 to 20%, maybe 30% at the most. And so that's what I'm looking forward to, for tomorrow. I want to thank you from the Florida Weather Guy. Have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed this live. Tell your friends about the live, and we'll keep on updating the forecast. And I will be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the Wednesday's live for Tuesday night's recap and Tuesday night's forecast, and then Wednesday's forecast. And I'm looking ahead, and I think we're going to be in the low 90s in most of all of the west coast of Florida. Maybe a tad, little bit cooler along the coast, but I don't think so. I think we're going to be gradually warming back up, and the humidity and the dew points are going to be gradually coming back. So don't forget about your heat safety out there. Drink plenty of water, take plenty of breaks, get in air conditioning into the shades and other areas to keep cool. Just remember, stay hydrated as much as possible. And you start that from the night before. All right. And that is all for now. Thank you for tuning in for live. Bye for now. And I will see you on the next one. That'll be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Don't forget to tell your friends and family, and start making comments in the comment sections for me so I could try to answer while we're live with you. Have a great evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.